I guess we're a little early on schedule. I mean, I'm
very close, honestly.
I hope we're not jinxing it here with some game 5s coming up down the pipeline. But, I mean, we're in the last final 3 sets of the night here. But definitely not slowing down one bit as it comes to the skill level of these players. Both top 10 respectively in Chicagoland, at least for this last season. For Shelter's behalf, I think IceKnight's up there too. But nonetheless here, game number 1 here, loser semis. But Shelter here, definitely having a lot of Greninja experience under his belt, playing against Mumon for ever and ever and ever. So definitely familiar with this character and the style of play. But we'll see if IceKnight can make any good adaptations against Shelter here to outlast. But running it here, this first stock, Shelter in a pretty good spot here, picking up a few strays in neutral. IceKnight getting towards 57%, but unfortunately not finding the mark there with that dash tag back air. But Shelter trying to maximize off that up tilt conversion, but not quite finding the mark. So what, 91%, missing the mark, but we're gonna get an ABK up, side B. Good SDI though from IceKnight getting out of that combo. Oh, good empty hop into the up tilt back air. That is the bread and butter. Kill confirmed for Shelter there with Bayonetta.
As you said there, I mean, Shelter definitely just has the MU experience there and whatnot.
Oh, so
I mean,
good.
Definitely not to custom select from IceKnight as well, because I'm sure these two have played each other
a few times
over like a couple of times.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a little difficult. I mean, as it is, Bayo, it's definitely a little hard character to work around and whatnot, especially when you're playing a slippery frog that, you know, most of the time you just kind of want momentum.
Super agile, good airspeed. Definitely good at reversaling up in the air, but ooh, not going for the full heel slide, kind of saving his own life right there. 100% though on Shelter. IceKnight's still in a pretty bad deficit with 81%. Definitely wanting to close this stock out right now. Oh, not quite finding the mark though with the tech on the platform. Shelter getting out of it just in the nick of time, but inching towards and past 130%. We're gonna see how IceKnight can try and take care of this. Getting a little footstool off, but Shelter, unfortunately, drifting back off stage. Yeah, kind of a weird scenario. I mean, he had no jump at that point after the footstool, but maybe just a little bit of a misdirection and mispositioning on his part, but still at a pretty good lead here. Getting the side B off into the nair. Oh, good catch with the up tilt back air again. Not quite going to kill, but 137 here on IceKnight. Oh, trying to get the jab off. That definitely would have killed if he would have landed that there. But yeah, 137, almost at 140 here for IceKnight. Trying to stay comfortable. You know, yeah, there you go. Getting your tit for tat scenarios, trying to get Shelter into that uncomfortable percent where he can't really do too much, but 154, you know, a lot of stuff's going to start killing here. Ben, forward throw's definitely going to do it right here.
Yep, there it is.
Shelter, 67%, good stock lead. Pretty comfortable.
Yeah, although we saw that first stock disadvantage there, I mean, that was a little unfortunate whatever had happened, but it still showed that Shelter, you know, not going down without a fight whatsoever, still hanging on to the second stock here. I'm going to try to make the most of it, but unfortunately, IceKnight completely shutting it down and sending Shelter to his last stock here for our game 1.
Ooh, good weight. They'll get the drag down up air off the nair on the platform. Super good awareness from IceKnight, just capitalizing on that combo right there.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, IceKnight has some pretty well conversions as well, and so much patience as well, especially when you play a character like Greninja. I mean, you kind of need that patience and, you know, that adaptability as well. So it just goes to show how strong he is as a player, and even Shelter as well, kind of responding slowly but surely, trying to find that opportunity into a way in here.
It's unfortunate with that last heel slide, he wasn't able to capitalize on getting continuing combo there. That platform a little bit in the way, but getting the 1-2-3 off with the fair. Ooh, unfortunately though, a little bit too much drift, and IceKnight capitalizing with an air up smash, taking the game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, that was most definitely close for sure. Shelter had the right idea at the very start of the game, and even all the way to the very end. It's just unfortunate that, you know, as soon as IceKnight catches you slipping, next thing you know, you're just caught into the up smash, and then you just see game.
You're in the blender, man. You're in the blender until he's done with you, but yeah, definitely good momentum shift for IceKnight there, keeping his cool. Still with a stock lead for Shelter's behalf, you know, not getting phased and keeping a good percent lead, especially after that that second stock for Shelter, evening it right back up. But yeah, running it here, game number 2, back to PS2. A little bit too ambitious there with the side B, the angled side B going down, but ooh, good counter though from IceKnight. No tech, though, from the drag down up air. Still continuing this combo, though. 80%. Good pads within, getting out of there, but oh, not quite finding the mark, though, with that grab.
Yeah, barely taking any percentage as well. Still under 50% here, and Shelter hitting that 120 mark very soon. And IceKnight is still not done whatsoever.
Oh, good catch on the platform there from IceKnight. Taking a very early stock with only 18% to his name.
That Shadow Sneak was very devious there, but definitely the right call for IceKnight there, and taking that first stock with a huge lead here into our second game.
Unfortunately, yeah, getting that air dodge off. Not quite finding the mark there. Not sure what he was going for with that air dodge, but still making it out. IceKnight here inching towards, or past 80%, excuse me. And yeah, Shelter's trying to find his way back into this this game. Definitely with Greninja, such a small character trying to hit, especially in neutral, when your game is really aerial based like Bayonetta. It's kind of hard unless you're going air to air with Greninja, but he was doing a good job here in this game number 1, but I think IceKnight, a little bit of adaptation on his part, but getting the heel slide back air. Shelter taking IceKnight's first stock.
Shelter has a little bit of more catching up to do here. IceKnight kind of setting the momentum right now. Shelter, though, doing an excellent job at responding, but again, I mean, racing against IceKnight against the ledge here, and it's just so scary when all these dash attacks and arrows are coming out to play here.
Oh!
Wow.
The 1, 2, 3, a little bit late on it, but not quite finding the mark. Getting the low ABK, though. Shelter maximizing the most off of that, but the heel slide a little bit too overextended. And IceKnight sniffing it out with an F smash.
Yeah, that could have been a very early stock taken from IceKnight there. But Shelter, unfortunately, could not close it out yet. I mean, we'll see if he could bring this back here, and he might just do it.
Still in a pretty good spot now. IceKnight over 100%. That up tilt, back air, gonna seal it. We're back. Kind of a reversal of this last game. Shelter kind of taking the back seat for the remainder, or the actually for the beginning of this game, but slowly climbing his way back. But IceKnight trying not to make that happen here. 58% on Shelter. Trying to find his way back in here with his neutral play, but not quite finding the mark. Oh, the whip grab, though, definitely going to get comboed off that. But again, the platform not doing Shelter any favors. Good, though, getting the 1, 2, 3 off. Oh, no tech on the platform. Could have extended it there a little bit, but oh, those haphazard air dodges are going to be super risky. Good ABK, though, from Shelter getting the nair off. Shelter trying to find his mark. Oh, trying to get the 1, 2, 3, but another down tilt into another ABK.
Oh, yeah,
a little bit overextended.
Barely done.
Oh, but no jump. He wasted the resources.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Shelter there. And IceKnight going to be still holding down the fort with a 2-0 right now.
He got hydro pumped up, and I think he wasted the jump on the hydro pump. And try to retreat back to ledge, but yeah, try to retreat back to. I think he fast fell too. It kind of didn't help, but he can do it. He had the lead for a little bit there at the end of that game, but yeah, that definitely didn't do him any favors. Got to be more aware with that hydro pump going on. But coming in IceKnight's favor there at the very end. And a 2-game lead here in Shelter in his loser semis. And we're going to get here game number 3 to Town and City.
3, 2, 1, go!
Not Saturday night, so no KK appearance, unfortunately. Sad.
It is what it
You
is.
see my boy. We're running it here. IceKnight with a little bit of a lead here, getting some good conversions off against Shelter early on, but Shelter getting the good double up B here off the ledge. Good mash from Shelter, getting out of that grab. Oh, and here we go. Especially with Town and City, it's such a risky kind of position to be in, those stretcher platforms, trying to overextend or extend your combo game here, but over 100%. Ooh, switch time a little too haphazard. Again, set himself back up to that ledge scenario, wasting the resources with that hydro pump. He got a little too scared to go back and retreat back to ledge, and IceKnight capitalizing with that up tilt.
Yeah, that up tilt definitely going to seal that first stock out for Shelter, and IceKnight still going forth with this momentum, but Shelter shutting it down just a little bit, trying to still put up a fight here and maybe try to take IceKnight's first stock here to still, you know, close the gap just a little bit for this game 3, but IceKnight is not letting down whatsoever here.
Ooh, that was a tough spot though for Shelter, trying to again, you know, a little bit too early though with the counter with the witch time, but IceKnight not falling for it. Ooh, again, no, but again, a little bit of a same kind of thing, but another air dodge and another F smash for your troubles.
And even the weight there as well. Again, as I mentioned with IceKnight's patience, he waited for that down smash to connect as well. So we're just seeing so much dominance from IceKnight here, and it's all because of patience. And again, Shelter just trying to make it work with the air battle here and going to be landing it.
Ooh,
and
getting the taunt off too.
Well.
Double taunt.
Yeah, I mean, he might be counting his days right now. Who knows? He's just trying to make the most out of it for this potential last game. For Shelter here.
Oh! Not quite finding the mark, though. Extending that combo a little bit. Being a little ambitious there off the side, almost making it work, but not quite finding the mark there. Getting good grab, though, off the water shuriken.
Couldn't get the icing on the cake there.
Ooh.
What? Might land it sooner or later. I mean, Shelter's still thugging it out here with this last stock. It is most definitely doable.
Absolutely, but Shelter a little bit just letting it ride right now. You know, I guess he's being 3 stocks down, not kind of having too much of a care at the moment, but making it work in his favor a bit. Oh, gonna try to get that late down air. Not quite working just yet, but this up tilt back air gonna seal it. Shelter right back in it here with this last stock here for IceKnight.
I mean, it's not over till it's over. I mean, Shelter's most definitely still in this. 77%, you know, I mean, that's not so bad whatsoever. I mean, could be way worse percentages here, and Shelter already racking up the percentage. 60%,
the heel slide off.
70, and look, it's already even.
There we go. Shelter just taking it slow, but the down tilt up smash, gonna do it. IceKnight digging his heels, not letting it phase him, you know, with a 3-stock lead. Let a little bit of it go, but cleaning it right back up there at the very end, getting that down tilt up smash.
Yeah, it had only taken 2 hits from IceKnight there to take that last game, and then for Shelter to make all that credit back and all those areas being thrown out just to match up the 70%. So
unbelievable.
It was a little
I mean,
tough.
he wanted to put it in front. He's like, oh, you almost had it. You almost had it. He was just baiting him out with it, but
there, yep.
Now IceKnight on to fight Raven King in losers finals.
Yeah.
Shelter with a good showing today, 4th place, top 4 in a stacked ignition. Super crazy. I'm definitely seeing Shelter higher on the PR this time around with how many placements he's got, top 2, top 4.